See, if you just smoke normally, you have 2 or 3 cigarettes per day, your probability of getting lung cancer after 10 years increases by 10 times. Like for a non-smoker, getting lung cancer, if it is taken as one, you smoker who smokes 10 cigarettes per day, it becomes 60 times. So you're increasing the risk by smoking. So it depends upon number of cigarettes you smoke. So the more you smoke, the more is the risk. It's directly proportional. So 60 times it increases if you smoke more than 10 cigarettes per day. So elasticity of the balloon. In the same way, the oxygenation, expiration and inspiration which occurs in our body depends upon the elasticity of the lungs. So as you can see on the left side, they're so fresh and pink colored lungs, which are so beautiful. And smoker who has smoked for almost 10 years. So what happens is that the elasticity of the lungs decreases. So now when you try to inflate these lungs, so they can't inflate and they can't recoil and come back to the normal position. So this process of inflation and deflation of lungs, inspiration and expiration of lungs, actually decides the amount of energy you consume, or the amount of energy that is produced in the body. So you're actually killing the furnace of the body by smoking. You're just roasting your lungs while smoking. So I'll tell you very clearly, smoking creates lots of problems. Chronic obstructive pulmonary disease is actually destroying your lungs completely. So as far as you students are concerned, as far as engineering students are concerned, what should you know? What should you actually know? So when should you think you might have developed lung cancer? When should you know? When should you actually suspect a person has developed lung cancer? First and foremost thing is that he should have a history of smoking. It's not that non-smokers don't develop lung cancer. Non-smokers also can develop lung cancer. There are so many multiple risk factors. As I've shown you previously, there is asbestos dust, there is silica dust, there is chromium dust, there is uranium. People who are working in high atmospheric pollutions like Delhi, where the pollution is very high, air pollution. So all those are which are inevitable. You can't do anything. You can't just purify the air around. So that doesn't happen. Might be that increases the risk by 10%. By smoking, you're increasing the risk by even more. You're increasing the risk by 60%. So the chance of developing history of smoking is obviously very much important. If any person in your home or outside your home or anywhere nearby, if they start developing, if they smoke, then how much are they prone to develop cancer? 60%. So, okay, now you have smoked. So, what symptoms you have to see? What warning signs you have to see? That they caution you to go to a doctor, approach a doctor, reach out for a doctor. First thing is that cough. So normally you see how would you differentiate a normal cough, like a person developing cough for flu due to a normal seasonal changes or due to some infection. Smoke at such an early age from 18 years, by the time you reach 50 years is almost 30 to 40 years in between. So your exposed to smoke is very high, which is directly proportional to the risk of developing lung cancer. The more number of years you are exposed to tobacco and tobacco products in whichever way, like you are snorting, putting it inside the nose, or you're smoking, or you're using a pipe, you're using any sort of method to smoke, until and unless it contains an active substance called nicotine, all those active substances you start inhaling. So all those will enter inside your body, trigger the cancer. So don't smoke at very early stages. At least stop yourself for a little while. At least smoke or smoke for a less duration. And if you can't stop smoking, at least reduce your dosage of smoking, like at least 1 per day, 2 per day. There are many rehabilitation centers you can go to which offer free services. It would be very much good if you, okay, the first thing you can do is avoid smoking. And second thing you can do is run away from people who smoke. That is the best thing you can do, because you just don't want to risk developing cancer just staying beside. People whoever start smoking, they develop cancer. There's a study which clearly differentiates, saying that people who actively smoke develop cancer at later stages, and people who actually don't passively smoke develop cancer at very early stages. That means you're passively smoking and getting more risk. So don't do that. Run away. Maintain a little distance until the gas diffuses completely inside. So this radon, chlorofluorocarbons are nowadays present most commonly, these inert gases, and these chlorofluorocarbons are present in every freezing apparatus. Like if you have anything which are using for chilling, you have all these products. This has very little role to play in lung cancer, but still it's a very found to be causing lung cancer in US. So all these things are over. What you have to do